Yeah. What's up, y'all? It's Michael here. I'm home.
One more minute.
And Sarah's in the background there. And I'm hanging out here with y'all. If you got any questions, this is it's presented by Mountain Jam Festival, which is one of my favorite festivals. We do it every year. We love being there. So if you got any questions about Mountain Jam, if you got any questions about our new record, Soul Rocker, if you got any questions for Sarah and me, just let me know.
Cool.
And this is my house, by the way. This is Jesse. Jesse works with us. This is
I'm crashing your live
the
chat.
amazing Sarah. And if you got some questions for him, are we supposed to be getting questions typed through there? Or?
Yeah, in like the next minute's gonna go really
Oh,
long.
okay, okay. Well,
We're just doing a quick introduction.
why don't we start with the song?
Okay.
I'll just tune up. In the background, you hear some construction going on. I live in
Let's see what a question is.
an old warehouse that
Hey.
we've been renovating for the last 11 years, so there's construction going on. What do we got? Question?
Brad says, "Hey Michael, your show at 420 Fest was awesome." And David says, "Can't we tell Mountain Jam? I can't wait to."
Nice, nice. I can't wait. All right. How many days are you doing yoga classes? Can't wait to be there for my birthday. Oh, I think we're just doing one yoga class at Mountain Jam this year, but it's really fun. I play music in the class, and then someone else is leading the asana. Much love to you too.
Someone says, when
Jesse,
do
can you move it closer? I'm getting blind.
Yes.
The font is too small. Okay. When will we get word whether you on Rock the Boat or Sail Across the Sun, or better yet, both? I'm not sure when they're going to announce those, but there's a good possibility that we'll be on one or both of those things. Can you play one day? Once a day?
One day?
Okay, once a day. No, you never know what the world is gonna show you. It ain't up to you. You always think it's gonna happen to another person, and it's never ever gonna happen to you. You got your friends, you got your money, got your family, got your honey. You think you got 1,000,000 days. But then life comes along and it knocks you right down to the ground. And that's why I say that everybody ought to hug somebody at least once a day. Everybody ought to kiss somebody at least once a day. Everybody's gonna miss somebody at least once a day. And everybody gotta love somebody every day. And we all will rise up. 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 We gonna rise up, rise up, rise. I heard the purpose of life is to live a life full of purpose. And so don't ever take for granted what the Spirit is giving you in the first verse. You might never get a second verse. This ain't rehearsal, you can't put it in reverse. So just believe in yourself. Don't let nobody being negative tell you what to do. Cause I know in this sweet, sweet life that just this much is true. Everybody ought to hug somebody at least once a day. Everybody ought to kiss somebody at least once a day. Everybody's gonna miss somebody at least once a day. And everybody gotta love somebody every day. And we all will rise up. 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 We gonna rise up, rise up, rise. That's it. All right, so welcome to this chat. Let's get it going. All right, got any questions? Fire away at me. Somebody says, hey, and headphones have got me through some pretty rough times. Thank you, Kate. Well, can't wait till Mountain Jam. Thank you for introducing me to Hope and Steve. I watched their DVD documentary last night. It's tearful and loving. So Hope and Steve are a couple that Sarah and I met. Steve has advanced stages of ALS. He's living with the disease, and him and his wife Hope have one of the most beautiful relationships that I've ever seen. And they've made a film about their life, and you can download it and watch it on iTunes. So check out the movie Hope for Steve on iTunes. Will I cover When Doves Cry? That's a really good idea. I got to learn it first, but maybe we'll do that. Let's see what else there was here. How was it to work with Nako Bear? Well, I call Nako my nephew. He calls me Uncle Michael. I call him nephew Nako. And I tell you, it's just great that there are other artists who are doing socially conscious music. You know, I've been doing it now since 1987, and there was a while where I thought, like, man, there are just no other artists who are doing it. And then along came Nako, along came Trevor Hall, along came, Ethan Tucker, along came so many great artists that are out there right now that are bringing the consciousness back into music, and it's super inspiring, and he's a really fun cat to be around. So check out Nako if you haven't heard of him yet. Can you offer any input to emerging singer-songwriters on the way you continue to find inspiration as a songwriter? Well, I always write songs from my heart, and I make music for one reason, which is that I care about people and I care about the planet. And I also want to make people dance. And so whenever I'm writing a song, I feel like if it comes from my heart and there's like a honest emotion there, then people are going to feel that in the song. And so I always start with something from my heart, and then I just will pick up the guitar and I'll start singing, like we have a song Crazy For You that's out right now that I wrote for Sarah. And when I started, I just started messing around with the chords, And then what I do is I just make melodies first. I don't sing words. Even though I might have some ideas for the words, I just go. Start messing around with the melodies, and I record it on my iPhone, and then I'll start finding words for it just gradually. So when they say I'm crazy, but if I'm crazy for you. And I feel like the best songs are songs that combine personal things with things that are external things out in the world. So maybe that's personal and political, or some social idea or something, but something that starts off in your heart that is a universal theme. So in that song, it's about having someone close to me in my life that is like my anchor and my support when the world seems like it's just a big ball of shit going down a turd run into a flaming pit of snakes. And there's a lot of days when it feels that way. And so I was like, what are you talking about? But in the second verse is like, this world's gone out of control again. Like every second when I pick up my phone again. Another story about a person that the government is messing with to tell me what's the message of a terrorist. And in the ocean there's an oil spill that's killing fish. And corporations who are buying up the politics. We lost our minds. Well, they say I'm crazy, but if I'm crazy for you. Crazy. And if we all go crazy, then I wanna go crazy with you. That's it. That's how I write them. And I wish they were all that. That song took me a lot longer than that, but that's the basic principle. What was your personal favorite song off the album Home? Hole in the Bucket probably was my favorite. It's a storyteller song. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Eliza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Eliza, dear Eliza. But I really love that whole record, and it was the first Spearhead record, and it really takes me back. Every time I hear it, I go, wow, that was a really good record, and it takes me back to those emotions that were happening when I first wrote it, which was in 1994. Will you and Woody Harrelson ever do a song together? How about a super group with you, Nako, Trevor Hall? Amazing. I love both those ideas. Woody's jumped up on stage with me and sang The Sound of Sunshine before. He is, actually I just heard he's
applied for a license to open one of the first pot stores in Hawaii. So maybe we'll do the theme song for his new pot store. And a super good with Nako and Trevor would be incredible. We got to do a tour with those guys. What are the other questions we got going here? You make the handicap section dance harder than we ever do, and the fact that you take the convoy out closer to us, stage me in the world, our feet don't stop. Nice. We might hurt like hell all night and the next day, but we listen to your music and the pain goes away. That's awesome. Yeah, I love getting out into the crowd. One of my favorite things is just take the mic and my guitar and go out and play in the audience. And whenever I go to a show, I always want to be as close as I can to the artist. And when I was a kid, I used to always get the cheapest seats and try to sneak my way down to the front. So getting out into the crowd is a way of me just getting closer to you guys. Thank you for your consciousness of the world. Love, peace, and compassion. You make me feel empowered by your songs. Thank you. I'm a taper, and we love it when you run up to the section and show us some love. I love tapers. I remember when I first started in music, taping really wasn't a part of the scene I was in. It was like hip hop and punk rock. There weren't really any tapers there. And then I started meeting tapers when we started playing more festivals, and I got really excited. Some of the fans would send me, recordings, and I'd go to websites and I'd start listening to other bands and hear what other artists were doing. And I just love people who love music that much. Our new album is called Soul Rocker, and what a soul rocker is to me is a person who lives from their heart with compassion for all and has a tenacious enthusiasm for music and for life and the planet. And so many of the tapers have that tenacious enthusiasm. They want to document the shows. They want to know which artists were playing, what songs there were, and every note of it is important to them. So I really respect the tapers out there. So you're always welcome at our shows. What is your favorite song from an inspirational artist, and can you play a bit of it? God, I'm not really great at playing other people's songs, believe it or not, but I love don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. See, I messed up the chord already. Singing don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Little Bob Marley right there. He's one of my favorite artists because I love artists that were able to mix songs about the world and what was happening and put them right next to a song about how much they love their girlfriend, their wife, whoever, and then put a song right next to that about partying. And I feel like, Bob Marley, John Lennon, Bob Dylan, Stevie Wonder, Santana, Marvin Gaye, those are the artists that really were able to bring all those things together for me. Johnny Cash is another one. Your music and joy and social justice has been an inspiration, healing through music. What a blessing. Michael, I love your music. Will you come back to Honolulu anytime soon? Oh, man. I would love to come to Honolulu. Just invite us and we'll be there. We'll be in San Francisco in the end of... You'll be in San Francisco? We will be. Yeah, we're going to be playing at the Bottle Rock Festival out here in a couple weeks at the end of May. And but we'd love to get back to Hawaii. Absolutely love your attitude. You're such an inspiration to so many. We are so blessed to have musicians like you in this age. Thank you very much. Who is the person most responsible for you being the man you are? You seem to be a great person that comes through in your performances. Also, you're a Bernie guy. Well, I am a Bernie guy. I feel like Bernie Sanders most represents my values. But at the same time, I never have endorsed political candidates because I feel like everybody should make up their own mind about it. They shouldn't take my opinion or they shouldn't take my word for it. You should formulate your own idea. And I hate it when people say, oh, you should vote for this guy because, some celebrity likes him or even another politician likes him. I feel like you should make your own decision, but be as well informed as possible. So, take in every aspect of all the candidates. But I really believe in a lot of the principles of Bernie. I wish that we had, free or a more affordable college education in this country. I wish that Wall Street had been held far more accountable for the crimes that they committed and leading up to the collapse in 2007 and 2008. And I think he's just an inspiring leader, and we need somebody inspiring to come along right now. The person who's most responsible for me being the person I am today, I would say my mother who raised me, Carol Franti. I was born to an Irish, German, and Belgian mother, and have an African American, Native American father. But Carol and Charles Franti adopted me. They're Finnish Americans, and they had 3 kids of their own, and then they adopted myself and another African American son. And my mom was insisting that all of his kids be treated the same in our house, and she also insisted that when we went out to our neighborhoods, it didn't matter if another kid went to a different school, if they played on a different baseball team, or went to a mosque or church or synagogue, or had 2 moms or 2 dads. We were supposed to treat every kid that we met the way that we hoped to be treated, or perhaps even a little bit better. And I hope that over my years I've tried to express that through my music, and I hope it's sunk in. Let's see. Your Bonnaroo performance 2003 on Father's Day was one of the most moving and inspiring concerts of my life. God bless. Yeah, my father had just passed away then, and his birthday was just last week on April 29th. And my dad was somebody who battled alcoholism his entire life, and I really wasn't that close to him up until the last 4 years of his life. And he had a stroke, and he had gotten off the booze, and he became a really beautiful person. He really blossomed into a really amazing man who was kind and loving and made amends to everyone in his life who he'd ever hurt. And so I'm really grateful to have had the time that I did with my dad in those last 4 years. And he really taught me that anybody can change, anybody can grow, and it's possible for anybody to be the best version of themselves, even late in life. Hello to Sarah. Somebody said, "You got any questions for Sarah? Come bring them." Anybody got any questions about what does practicing guitar look like for you? What are things you're trying to learn on the guitar? Man, I struggle with the guitar. Unfortunately, I really don't practice that much. The guitar for me is more of just a tool. I don't just know the basic chords, so I guess I'm learning more and more chords as I go along. I still don't know the names of them, but I'm learning a few 7th chords and stuff like that. But it's really just a tool for me to pluck out things so I can write words to it. I don't really consider myself a great guitar player, although I do enjoy playing rhythm guitar. That's my favorite part of the guitar is making it. The new album, Soul Rocker, comes out on June 3rd, but you can download it right now. You can get the pre-order of it, and when you do that, you get like a song every other week or something like that. So I think there's already 3 songs that you can download off it right now. Yeah, that's what we got Jay Boogie for, to rock the guitar.
Maybe we can do it.
Oh, Lorenzo Giovanotti. Somebody heard about me through Lorenzo. He's a great Italian artist. He's an amazing person, and I love being with him. Do you plan on coming to perform in Rio? Oh, man.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing. Invite us down there. We want to come. I've played down there once before. But I want to come down there again. So actually, we've never really done a proper show in Rio. We've done a show in Sao Paulo, but I shot the video for the song "Say Hey I Love You" in Rio with the guys from Afro Hege. They took me through the favelas there, and we shot it in the favela there. You got to come to Red Rocks, yeah. Come to the DC area, New York City. Yeah, I think we'll be there. I'll be there doing bunch of promo for the new album in a couple weeks, so maybe you'll see it somewhere there. Anybody got any questions about the new record, maybe? Or Phoenix, we love you down there. Thanks so much for sharing your talents. Love the music. See you on the mountain again, yeah. Nice. How do you make the sun shine at Mountain Jam? You know, Mountain Jam is amazing because you got 4 seasons in a day. You can have like snow or frost in the morning, and then it'll brighten up, and then it'll get super windy like autumn weather, and then it'll rain, and it'll go back to being sunny. So the chances are that if you just sing a song about sunshine, the sun will probably come out. Nice. My favorite outdoor sport, well, I love basketball. I love playing it indoors and outdoors. I also love beach volleyball. I love playing volleyball on sand. I love swimming. I love surfing, although I'm really, really not that good at it, but I love being in the ocean.
You need to give yourself more credit for your surfing.
Okay, I'll happily give myself more credit. It's just not very true. I can barely get up on a surfboard. The main vibe of the new CD, well, it's like I was saying, the title is Soul Rocker, and Sarah, they want to know what your favorite song on the new album is. So come back over. But the main vibe of the record is, you know, as a soul rocker, person who lives from their heart with compassion for all, and who has a tenacious enthusiasm for music, life, and the planet. And so the songs are all about those things. They're about that enthusiasm for music, life, and the planet. And you know, so for example, a song like Earthlings, I'd always been trying to think of a song about, you know, environmental issues, but they all seem so corny. And so it took me a long time, but I just realized that all of us are earthlings, whether you're a tree, or you're water, or you're an elephant in Africa, or you're a person, you know, living in San Francisco. We're all earthlings. We all inhabit this earth together. But as humans, we have a special role because we affect the planet so much that we have a role as being, you know, caretakers of all of this. And so the song it starts with just the acoustic guitar, but then it breaks into some crazy electronic dance stuff later into the tune, and it goes, we are all earthlings, we share the air we breathe. I'm gonna start again, I messed it up. We are all, sing it so, earthlings, and we share the air we breathe. I need to practice guitar more. We're all made from heaven's seeds, and we are all earthlings. And I love this life we live. I love to give this feeling away. I love this life we live, and I'm gonna give it all away. Clap your hands on. Shine your light if you're all alone. Shine your light until the hurt and moan. Shine your light till the hurt and moan. Let it shine on and on and on and on. And we are all earthlings. From the cities to the mountains and the deserts and the deep blue seas, to the palaces and prisons and the paradises that I see. We are all earthlings. Check it out now, sorry. And I love this life we live. You gotta let that hair down. I love to give this feeling away. I love this life we live, and I'm gonna give it all away. Jesse's dancing too, Jesse. Shine your light if you're all alone. Shine your light until the hurt and moan. Shine your light till the break of dawn. Let it shine on and on and on and on, y'all. We are all earthlings. Yes, we are all earthlings. So, what's your favorite song, Sarah?
Oh my
The new
gosh. I
record.
was just going to say, for the record, I love every song. I love Summertime. That's going to be coming out.
Summertime, yeah.
Okay. Summertime is always on my mind. Even in the winter, I want sunshine. Feel the rains falling from above. Wash away the pain of my years gone by. Because I believe we can. Because I believe what I believe. And I believe summertime is in our hands. Yeah, hands, yeah, hands, yeah. Summertime is in our hands. I see you shaking it, shaking it, shaking it, shaking it, shaking it like you mean it. There's no in between, you got to live it to the limit. And I can feel the vibes of the slow rock and jive. Take a motorcycle ride through the water we will ride. Just me and you and me. The sun is in our eyes, call it solar energy. It's just me and you and me. Together, forever, whatever. Because I believe we can. Because I believe what I believe. Summertime is in our hands. Yeah, hands, yeah, hands, yeah. Summertime is in our hands. Are you ready for the big finish now? Yeah. And we say, summertime is always on my mind. Even in the winter, I want the sunshine. Summertime is always on my mind. Even in the winter, I want the sunshine. Summertime is always on my mind. Even in the winter, I want the sunshine. Ow!
Now you guys know why I love it.
Okay. We got Spain in the place. Yeah. Nice. Oh, Florida. We just played in Florida. We were just there for Tortuga Fest. I think we did another gig in there. Did Sarah inspire any of the songs in this new album? Yes, she did. She totally inspired many of them. She's kind of my muse, even when.
Actually, if you get the album, you can hear "Crazy" right now, and he speaks about when we first met.
Yeah.
You should just play that line.
Okay. They say I'm crazy, but if I'm crazy, I'm crazy for you. And if we all go crazy, then I wanna go crazy, crazy with you. Oh wait. And everybody say, whoa. Stop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm crazy for you. You were the one that I met on a rainy day. And when I saw you then I knew that I had to say, I wanna love you every morning and night and day. Your smile's like sensi to my brain, baby. Come on, save me. I lost my mind. This world's gone out of control again. Like every second when I pick up my phone again. Another story about a person that the government is messing with. To tell me what's the message of a terrorist. And in the ocean there's an oil spill, it's killing fish. Corporations who are buying into politics. We lost our minds. But they say I'm crazy. But if I'm crazy for you. And if we all go crazy, then I wanna go crazy, crazy with you. Ow!
Gosh, I love that song too.
Oh. Nice. All right. I'm gonna take two more questions. So if you got any questions, fire them away. Bend, Oregon, we love it there. Sarah, what's it like to have all these beautiful songs written about and for you?
Oh man, you know it's so funny. We were on Alice and they asked me the same question, and I just feel like Michael gets this free pass all the time whenever we have a disagreement, because then he just sings one of these songs and my heart melts and I just forgive him for everything. It feels awesome.
Nice.
back. Barefoot weather in Aspen. Yeah.
One more question?
We adopted a 6-year-old boy from Uganda last summer, and he loves dancing to your music. Nice. Come on over to Levon Helms for a warm-up before Mountain Jam. That sounds fun, too. How often do you do yoga? Tell us about what how long you've been doing it. What is your favorite kind of yoga? Okay, I've been practicing yoga since September 12, 2001, the day after 9/11. I walked into a yoga class, and I've been practicing ever since. We own a yoga retreat center in Bali, so we spend part of our year living here in San Francisco and part of our year at Soulshine in Bali, which is a place where we put on yoga retreats year round. And I'm going to be doing one in January. So if you want to come and practice yoga, it's going to be like a remix your yoga practice yoga retreat. So
it's called Soul Rocker.
Yeah, the Soul Rocker yoga retreat. So, I practice 3 or 4 times a week. We also do other forms of physical CrossFit training and weight training and stuff just right a few blocks from here at the YMCA. But my favorite part of yoga is just the feeling that I get when I connect to my heart. There's so many times when I'm super stressed out, I get on the yoga mat, I practice, the emotions move through me, and it transforms me from the inside out. And especially just quieting the judgmental voice in my head, which is there all the time saying, oh, you're not doing enough, you're not working hard enough, you haven't written that song, you haven't edited that video, all those things. And it helps me to quiet that judgmental voice inside my head. And that's why I like it.
I think you're at your time.
All right, wait, so time's up already? Oh my gosh. Okay.
I think you're over.
Well, this has been super awesome. Yeah, it's been 32 minutes instead of 15. This has been really awesome, and we'll have to do it again soon. And thank you guys all for being here with me today and with Sarah.
Yeah, I love
And somebody asked about USO and fundraising for the troops. We do something through the Do It for the Love Foundation, which is a foundation Sarah and I started. It's kind of like a Make-A-Wish Foundation for music. So we bring people with advanced stages of life-threatening illness, children and adults with special needs, and wounded veterans to see any live concert they want to see in North America. So if you have a friend or family member who is one of those people, or if you have a friend or family member who is a veteran and needs to get to some healing music, just write to us at doitforthelove.org. It can be any concert in any city, and we will get you. We've sent people to see everybody from Jay-Z and Beyonce to Metallica to
Paul
McCartney, Blake Shelton,
Zach
Brown Band to Drake, and tons of Taylor Swift. We bought more Taylor Swift tickets than we ever imagined we would in our entire life. So, yeah, that's the way we do it. So thank you so much, and we'll see you at Mountain Jam or at whatever festival we see you along the way. We'll have to do this again. I really enjoyed this, and on behalf of Sarah and I,
thanks, guys.
thank you. We love you. Jesse, thanks for operating the camera. Peace.